Hi Mumbai, good afternoon, and welcome to another episode of Initiative taken by me. This is Bazil Hulmani, keynote speaker, newspaper writer, and PTA by profession. So, this is actually a sequel to my previous video where I discussed some amazing ways about how to earn money without job or business. So before watching this video, I want you to watch my previous video. The link's in the description. But before starting the video, I just want to share the view because currently I'm speaking from Girgaon Chowpatty, which is another one of the best iconic locations in Mumbai. So I just want you to share the view with you. So that's a sprawling view of the marine lines, like right from Girgaon Chowpatty, and that is the marine lines, and it goes right until there, right up to the Nariman point. And that right is the sprawling view of the Arabian Sea, a very open view. I mean, if you, from the bird's eye view, it looks like a necklace. That's why this place is known as the Queen's Necklace. And that over there is the Malabar Hill, which is one of the most expensive and one of the most sprawling location in Mumbai. And that road that comes from the Malabar Hill, and this green area that you are looking at, I assume that behind that green area, that's a hanging garden. So yeah, so this is another one of the most iconic locations in Mumbai, which gives you a very nice view, a very exotic view. So coming back to the topic that I took up, so in the previous video I discussed about what are the challenges one faces when it comes to job or business. Like I discussed about imbalance in work-life balance, and I also discussed about the recession that is going on, and I discussed many other challenges when it comes to a job or a business. And I also discussed about some amazing opportunities, some amazing work which you can take up when you work as a freelancer. So I discussed about how you can be a photographer, how you can be a web designer, how you can be a graphic designer, how you can be a writer, how you can be a voice artist. And I also discussed about something known as mystery shopping. So that was an overview about the previous episode of the initiative, which I discussed previously. But then I wanted to discuss some amazing facts, some amazing stats when it comes to freelancing. I mean, according to one of the surveys, India is the second biggest hub when it comes to freelancers, right after USA. So listen carefully. Like India is is the second biggest hub in freelancing, right after USA. And USA is the biggest hub when it comes to freelancing. So I mean, USA is known as one of the most developed countries in the world, and people over there, they are already aware, like already they have an independent mind. I mean, they don't want to work for anyone else, but then they just want to work for themselves. So yeah, so that's what the thing. I mean, if I talk about on a global scale, there are at least 18% people who work for themselves. I mean, the ones who are self-employed. But then, if I talk about India, India is the second biggest country when it comes to freelancing. So yesterday I was going through one of these websites, so I came across a very interesting thing. Like it's not that to work for yourself you got to have some kind of hobby, or you got to have some kind of talent for that. I mean, like I discussed previously about different hobbies, different skills that you can have when it comes to working for yourself. I mean, I came across this different opportunity or this different kind of freelancing in which you don't have to have a specific hobby. So I came across this website. I will mention that link too in my description, where you can work as a subject matter expert. I mean, a subject matter expert is something when students ask you some kind of doubt and you have to solve that doubt. I mean, if I talk about this particular company, they have an online portal and it's a USA based MNC. So they have their own portal and all you have to do is just register with that portal and you have to give a test which would comprise of 10 MCQ questions. So after you are done with this test, the minimum passing marks that you have to get in this, it's 60%. I mean, if you score 60% and there's another test which you have to give after this aptitude test. So when you are done with both these tests, you can start working as a subject matter expert. And in the first test there is maximum of 2 attempts and in the second test there is maximum of 3 attempts. So the instructions are clearly given on their website. I mean, how to give this test and how to basically clear the test, and after that also the instructions are given like how to start working as a subject matter expert. So I mean, what I wanted to say is you don't have to have develop some kind of skill when it comes to working for yourself. I mean, when you are working into this domain which I was talking about, which is the subject matter expert, so if you are a scholar, if you are very good in academics, then you should surely look forward to this opportunity. Because I mean, there are some students, I mean, who don't have any hobbies, not hobbies, but then hobbies would be the wrong word. They don't have any particular skill, they don't have any particular interest. I mean, they are kind of bookworms, they are kind of scholars. I mean, the only thing that attracts them are books, the only thing that attracts them are studies. So for such kind of people, I mean, who are bookworms, who are more scholars, I mean, if you go through that website, I mean, whichever field, whichever graduation you may have done. I mean, when I was going through this website, I'm a civil engineer by when it comes to my qualification. So I mean, there was an option to become a subject matter expert for civil engineering as well. I mean, it doesn't matter which stream you are from, which domain, which graduation you have done. I mean, you can become a subject matter expert for whatever your qualification may be. So that was all about it. The basic agenda behind this information was that you don't have to be skilled, you don't have to be develop any particular hobby. As a scholar, as a performer in academics also, you can do freelancing. And talking about the fees, the fees that we are paid for the assignment, it starts right from 150. There are what you have to do is you have to, whatever the doubts the students ask you, you just have to solve those doubts, and then you have to just you make sure that you solve them within 2 hours. And as soon as the doubts are solved, you get paid for one particular doubt. I mean, if you solve one particular question or one particular doubt, you are paid on a scale of 150 to 200, something like that. And then again, there is a time flexibility in it. You don't have to, there is no time bound. You can do it part-time and you can do it full-time as well. I mean, in a day, on a part-time basis, if you solve 5 to 6 questions, you can earn on a scale of 700 to 800 per day. And then I found out that the people who are doing that job on a full-time basis, they are making some serious amount of money, which is a 50,000 per month. But then they're also, at the same time, they're also doing it on a full-time basis. So this was another one of the ways which I discussed with you, when it comes to working for yourself, earning in your own way, working independently, and changing the game. So it's the afternoon time, and this view is really breathtaking. And yeah, so that was all about this episode of the initiative. So one important message I wanted to share with the viewers, like I will be sharing such kind of videos on a regular basis. I mean, today was just an off, so, and I had some important work in Grand Road, so I thought that Girgam Chowpatty is nearby. So why not go and shoot another video? I mean, beaches attract me a lot, and every time I make one video, I will make sure that I'm shooting it from one of these iconic locations. So I would be making such videos, such informative videos, such motivational videos on a regular basis. Like every Sunday you will be seeing one video on YouTube. So my request was that please, if you like this video, then please share this video with your colleagues, with your friends, and also subscribe to my video. And if you want me to make a video on any particular concept, like if any particular concept comes into your mind, you can tell me in the comment section, and maybe I will make one video on that particular suggestion of yours. So suggestions are always appreciated when it comes to my channel. So looking forward for you to like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel. So thank you very much for joining on this episode of the initiative. Thank you, and see you on another episode, most probably on next Sunday. Thank you.